When I was pregnant, I was dumped at home. My fellow students whom we completed together P7, they all got married.
I don't know how it came to exist in my family.
So for us to just come in and fight for such girls.
In the year 2003, Fielder's Attil's life changed forever. The Lord's Resistance Army, LRA, whose leaders claimed to live by the Old Testament's 10 Commandments, launched an attack for the 10th time on our village in Muchwini sub-county in Kitgum district, Northern Uganda. On this occasion, Attil's cattle were stolen and their family's few possessions were looted. 27 children were abducted and 47 villagers, including Fielder's parents, were killed.
After the death of my parents, I suffered a lot. For example, like school fees. No one is supposed to pay me at school. And again, even food was not there for me. I don't have enough clothes. Sometimes one clothes in a year.
Fielder shares her story with Judith of COBRWAS, who grew up under the custody of her grandparents.
My father died when I was still an infant, and my mom died when I was still 7 years. And it was my grandparents who brought me up. And when I joined O-level, things were a bit hard because getting the school fees was difficult for my grandfather.
However, for the past 4 years, Judith's story has changed, as she is among hundreds of girls who have benefited from the Second Chance Education for Conflict-Affected Girls project funded by Global Fund for Children, GFC. After completing her senior 4, GFC through Life Concern supported Judith up to senior 6. Currently, she is studying at the National Teachers College, Muni, in Arua district.
I know at this level I've reached right now, I know things are now better off. And by next year I'll go out as a professional teacher and I'll be able to teach and raise up my own source of income.
Some of them are completely very vulnerable, very poor. You will find somebody who has no parents. All of them died during the war.
7 grassroots organizations that implemented the program in conflict and post-conflict communities of Uganda are Foundation for Inclusive Community Help, Hope and Peace for Humanity, Children of the World Foundation, Life Concern-Uganda, Rural Initiative for Community Empowerment, Rwenzori Information Centers Network, and COBRWAS International Youth Organization. Their partnership presents the impacts of their unique and impactful interventions in supporting marginalized children affected by different kinds of conflicts. Today, the beneficiaries are engaging in community development. For instance, some are working in education centers where they are educating the uneducated.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teachers. Come here, welcome.
Without the support of CIOTA, I wouldn't have reached even O-level. Because by the time I completed P7, I didn't have hope for going back at school, and all my parents were saying I should stay home. My fellow students whom we completed together P7, they all got married. By the support of CIOTA, I'm now a bursar at Rwenzori Nursery and Primary School in the camp.
Rice as an organization, I don't know how I can appreciate it. I never had that vision of me going back to study. I couldn't stand in front of people and talk like this. They have empowered me like in the way that I know how to speak in front of people.
You cannot believe that some of these children, they lost hope in life completely, but when we supported them, we were able to bring them second chance to see that yes, they really have hope, and indeed we have seen the dreams of this girl come true.
At first, I thought that I would not make it in life, and all hope was gone. But then when Fitch came in, together with all the materials that they were providing me, they changed my attitude a lot towards life.
We gave them the opportunity to access education. They remain in school. We try to fight the barriers that would send them away from school. We bridged that gap. They learned and they progressed.
Global Fund for Children invested in bold ideas, helped the 7 grassroots organizations in Uganda scale and deepen their impact to reach more children in need.
I wouldn't make it because I dropped out from school while I was still at senior 2. So Life Concern supported me from senior 2 till I finished senior 4. And from senior 4, they took me to an institution where I did certificate in hotel and institutional catering, where right now I'm working in hotel. I can earn some money that I can support with my siblings and even my mom as well.
After being attacked by ADF war and lost my mom at a tender age of 6 years, I lost hope of having further studies because I remained with a single parent who had many children. When I started benefiting from RichNet, I gained my hope of studies, and I've now completed a national diploma in secretarial studies.
I knew that I was going to stop in senior 1, but at this time I'm now in senior 6, which is a very big difference. Actually, without COBRWAS I couldn't study. At this time I could be at home, but COBRWAS has become my mother, my father, my brothers, each and everything.
Fiona has a long story of pain as a result of the trauma caused by the LRA war. The orphaned girls found herself in early child marriage. However, after being supported by GFC through Hope and Peace for Humanity, Fiona's life has now changed forever.
Hope and Peace for Humanity picked me from nowhere. They educated me. After completing my training, I've opened my own salon where I'm getting money, I'm able to support my family, and I'm having other girls who are like me. I'm training them.
In Uganda, GFC intervention focused also on the organizational growth and development.
From the start of the partnership to until the time they are exiting, they never left us at any point. They are always behind us, tapping on your strength and building on your weaknesses to make it much stronger. And that is the reality that I've seen with GFC that we cannot run away from.
It helped us to achieve one of our major objectives that seemed to have been forgotten because there was no donor willing to fund in the related area. Therefore, I feel part and parcel of GFC that they were able to pull our hand to come to the light. They were able to make us expose our potential in the sector that now the world has turned to admire.
Now, as an institution of Life Concern, GFC supported us by putting in place our solar system, which had broken down. The solar system is working very well. We are not connected to the national grid, but we are here using power uninterrupted.
Our intervention and the partnership with GFC has really increased our capacity so that we are able to influence the national policies and the laws that support the education and development of the children.
As the Second Chance Education Project comes to an end, a lot of lessons have been learned.
Despite the limited resources, the little you give to a girl child, you cause a tremendous change in their attitude towards education.
It is not the question of how much money you have that will bring change. It is the heart that you have to do work that will bring that change.
I've learned that you cannot know the potential of someone unless it is unleashed.
Girls continue to be vulnerable than their male counterparts.
You can help unleash girls' potential by partnering with these vibrant grassroots organizations in Uganda.